Module 6, Financial Literacy. Simple and compound interest. I can calculate the interest and total amount of simple and compound interest. The simple interest formula. Simple interest is calculated on the principal only. I equals P times R times T. I is the interest. P is the principal. R is the rate of interest, but it is in decimal. T is the length of term in years. The final amount, the total amount for simple, is going to be I plus the P to get the total amount. Compound interest, calculated on the principal and the interest already earned. The formula is A equals P parentheses 1 plus R parentheses to the T power. A stands for the total amount, P is the principal, R is the rate of interest in decimal, and T is in length of time in years. In order to get just the interest for compound, you would have to subtract the principal from the total amount. Example number 1. Thomas takes out a loan of $300 to buy a motorcycle. The loan has a simple interest rate of 5.5%. How much will he pay at the end of 2 years? So you have to figure out what formula you have to use for this, and because it says simple interest, we know that it's going to be PRT equals the interest. So when we first do this, we would just have to plug in $300 times the 5.5, move it over to the left 2 times, making it 0.055. The P will always be the money you started off with. The 2 years would be the T. So if you plug this into your calculator, it should give you the amount for the interest. And you should get $33. Now though, let's look at how much will he pay at the end of 2 years. So how much will he pay at the end of 2 years means how much in total would he have to pay. So we actually have to have another step, a second step, in finding the amount. And in order to figure out the amount, from a simple interest, it's equals I plus P. So the principal was originally $300. So our total amount should come up to be $333 as the final answer. Number 2. Emiliano's parents opened a savings account for him on his birthday. They put $100 in with a simple interest rate of 6.25%. How much will be in the account after 10 years? So the $100 is what they began with, so that's the principal. The R, once you convert this, should be 0.0625. And then the 10 years would be the T. It says that we're looking for the simple interest. So we know that it's going to be I equals PRT. If we plug in our numbers, it'll be 100 times 0.0625 times 10. And if you use your calculators to do that, it should give you $62.50. Now, let's see if we need a second step. It says, how much will be in the account after 10 years. So it's not just asking for the interest, it's asking for the total amount in the account. So we need another step. It would be A equals I plus P, and we had 62.50 as our interest, so we would have to add it to the principal, making it $162.50 as your final answer. Okay. Number 3, Kai takes out a loan of $650 with a simple interest rate of 4.5%. How much will he have paid in total after 5 years? So we know that this is going to be our principal. We know that this is our rate, but we need to move it 2 places to the right, to the left. So it's 0.045. And then the 5 years would be the T. This is another simple interest. So we're going to use I equals PRT, 650 times 0.045 times 5. And this gives you, if you do it on your calculator, 146.25. Now let's look at the question. It says, how much will he have paid in total? So total means total amount. So we need to, again, add this back to the principal. And that should give you $796.25. Example 4. Bailey takes out a small loan of $1,000 to help buy a car. If she will pay interest on the car at a rate of 6.5% compounded annually for 3 years, how much will she pay? So now we have the word compounded annually, meaning we need to use the compound interest formula, which is A equals P, parentheses 1 plus R, to the T power. So let's plug in our P. It's our 1,000. Our rate is 0.065. And then our T is our 3. So 1,000, open parentheses, 1 plus 0.065 to the 3rd power. If you do this on your calculator, it's going to be $1,207.95. So you always have to round to the nearest cent. Now let's see if that's our final answer. It says, how much will she pay interest? Okay, so now we actually have to do another step on this. We have to figure out the interest. But now, in order to figure out the interest from a compound interest, since it's already giving us the total amount, we would have to now subtract the principal from the amount, the total amount. So you should do $1,207.95 minus the $1,000, and that should give you $207.95 as your final answer. There we go. Antonio is investing his savings of $7,500 at a rate of 4.3% compounded annually for 8 years. How much interest will he earn? Okay, so we know that our P is our $7,500. Our rate is going to be 0.043. 8 years is 2. and he is looking for the interest. So A equals P1 plus 7,500. Sorry, it's 1 plus R to the T power. So if we plug in our numbers, it looks like this. Calculate it on your calculators. And this gives you a large number. You get $10,503.54. Okay. So now if I wanted to find out the interest, I would do A minus the principal. So it's going to be 10,503.54 minus the 7,500. And if you subtract that, that gives you $3,003.54 as just the interest. Julia took out a loan of $650 at a rate of 7.5, and then it's for 2 years. It is compounded annually again. How much interest are we looking for? So A equals P1 plus R to the T power. Plug in our numbers. And that gives you $751.16. If I were to get the interest again, you just subtract this by 650. That would be 101.16. So $101.16. Now moving on to different payment methods. What ways can you pay for things? Credit cards, payments are made in the future, not connected to a bank account. There is a spending limit. Your credit score can be affected, and interest will be charged on the borrowed amount of money. So interest is charged from credit cards, depending on how much you borrowed and if you did not pay. If lost, your account information is in danger, but not your actual funds. Can be used to earn points and rewards. Debit cards are the purchased amount is immediately removed from the linked bank account. Fees are charged if you spend more than what you have in the linked bank account. If lost, your account information and funds are also in danger. Stored value or gift cards, not connected to the bank account. There is a spending limit. Your credit score is not affected. If lost, the funds are lost, but not your bank account information. Can sometimes only be used at a specific store. Personal check. The purchase amount is immediately removed from a linked bank account. Fees are charged if you spend more than what you have in your account. If lost, your account information and funds are in danger, not as widely accepted. Cash is a physical representation of your funds. You cannot overspend what you have. If lost, your funds are in danger, but not your account information. It is accepted everywhere. Easy access loan, also known as paycheck advance or title loans. Okay. Not account connected to your bank account. Your credit score can be affected. Usually requires collateral such as a car title or paycheck. A very high interest rate when charged. For emergency situations only. Online payment system. The purchase amount is immediately removed from a linked bank account. Fees are charged if you spend more than what you have in your account. keeps you from providing account information to other companies. Bank loan. Payments are made in the future, not connected to your bank account. Your credit score can be affected. Interests will be charged on the borrowed amount even if payments are made on time. Bank loans, payments are made in the future, not connected to your bank account. Oh, this is the same thing. Store financing plan, payments are made in the future, not connected to a bank account. Your credit score can be affected, and interests are charged if borrowed sufficiently with interests.